Welcome to the June 22nd, 2025 Massachusetts Pirate Party members meeting. My name's James O'Keefe. I'm in Somerville and chair, and I'm joined by,
Steve Revelak of Arlington, Massachusetts.
thanks, Steve. As far as I know, the others are not able to make it today. So we can go through the agenda as best we can. So, are there any additions to it?
Nothing here.
All right. We missed the last meeting previous to the conference because of I was sick and I did not adequately share the relevant connection details. So that I will fix in the future. The conference on the 15th went well. The conference page is up on the wiki and just editing videos to put those up. All right. Okay, so for reports, um, don't have much to report except we had a good time at the Boxborough Fifers Day. Number of people came by and were like, "What are the pirates?" And we answered as best we can. I think
And
it's satisfactorily, but yeah, what do you think, Steve?
there was one person who thought that we were some organization involving magic mushrooms, which
I'm
that was a new one for me. But she was a very pleasant person. Sorry, no mushrooms, or at least not at the Boxborough Fifers Day.
Well, I must have stepped away at that particular moment. Um, Also, we're out at Harvard Square and mapped about 50 cameras in a multi-block area of Harvard Square. There's still more to be done, especially parts of Harvard campus, but that was pretty good. Um, Looking at, well, we'll get on to that. One thing, well, we did go and march in the 2025 Boston Dyke March, and there, moving on to Commonwealth Bills to review, I met the um, Boston Sex Worker and Allies Collective, sorry, Boston Sex Workers and Allies Collective. They had a table there, and I got some information, including their legislative priorities, which include H 1980, an act to promote the health and safety of people in the sex trade, H 2467, an act to study the decriminalization of sex work, H 1747, an act relative to safe reporting. Um, Actually, I probably should. So if I get back to H 1980, they say decriminalizes independent adult sex work while anti-trafficking laws remain, expunges marijuana and prostitution-related records, modernizes Massachusetts anti-trafficking law to match federal and international definition of human trafficking. 2467 creates an interagency committee to study decriminalizing sex work. The committee's mandate would include developing strategies to reduce human trafficking and studying the development of a fund to prevent human trafficking. 1747 enables people to report a crime without fear of arrest for prostitution, drug possession, loitering, trespassing, or soliciting. And then H 2634, an act relative to sexual assault by an officer, prohibits police from engaging in sexual contact with a person they are investigating or detaining, requires police agencies to create a policy prohibiting police from engaging in sexual contact with a person under investigation for prostitution. They are also asking legislators to oppose the Nordic model, aka partial decriminalization, end demand, or the equality model, which H 1683 S 1116, an act to strengthen justice and support for sex trade survivors, would enact. This model removes criminal penalties for selling sex work, but keeps sex workers' clients criminalized, which evidence shows puts sex workers at greater risk of violence, increases police surveillance, and hurts their livelihoods. So that's the summation of their legislative priorities. So I wanted to bring that up since in general, it seemed like a lot of these bills that they support, we would support. But I wanted to bring it up, and then maybe next meeting, after people have a chance to review them, we can decide and then tell our members. Does that seem reasonable?
That seems reasonable.
All right. And there's no update on the review of the other bills that were on our plate. I can go through and look at the status of all of these and have those prepped for the next meeting. And then, yeah, nothing updated on the federal bills to review, and none of our U.S. Pirate Party member representatives are here, so we can't get an update on that, unfortunately. Let's see. So in terms of project events, we haven't had a pirate news in a long time. And we've had some new updates. Would we want to try and record one next Sunday?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And then just, just stepping back to look at our, so since the first weekend in July is the July 4th weekend and people tend to be away, my suggestion would be to have meetings on the 29th and then the 13th to kind of miss that. Do you want to do the recording of Pirate News and then this meeting back to back, or should we do it that weekend, that July 4th weekend, or
Let's do the I'll be around for the weekend. So
which
I'm
one?
okay with
July 4th?
July 4th. So
Okay.
I'm all right with doing it then.
All right. I'm fine with that too. So we'll plan on that accordingly. All right. So voter outreach, as was stated at, as was stated on the blog and at the conference, we have 721 voters, registered voters in Massachusetts. We, however, have to contact all 351 cities and towns, or the subset, which is about 221, I think. I think we have 221 cities and towns where at least one voter is a pirate. So there are 130 cities and towns where there weren't any pirates. So our intern Alec is continuing that process of requesting via public record requests all of the voters. So within, like, Boston needed extra time. 10 business days wasn't enough for Boston. They wanted the 25. So but others seem to be, it seems to be easy for them to go and do that. So with any luck, in the next couple of weeks, we'll have all of those, and then we can decide how we want to, once that's complete, how we can contact those voters and additionally put those contacts into our database. Um, and then we did contact, I think, over 320 voters we mailed for the conference. Those are the ones that we had, a week or so prior to the conference. And so we were able to do that. But it's an expensive endeavor. Um, so for the 2026 campaigns, Alec and I are working on a plan. We have some tentative dates, which is in the conference, which is reported at the conference and is the conference wiki. And then once Alec has contacted all the cities and towns, he's going to start reaching out to volunteers and seeing where they are on things. So that's it for the agenda. Anything else?
Nothing here.
All right. Shall we adjourn then?
Sounds good.
All right, great. So 11 minutes. Wonderful. So normally these meetings aren't this short, dear viewer, should you be watching this. But if you would like to participate, you always can. You can find out where at masspirates.org in the sidebar, and that'll have a link to how you can join these meetings on Sunday, roughly every other Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So with that, thank you, Steve, and thank you,
Thank you, Jamie.
viewers. And hope everybody has a wonderful time and stay cool.